The City of Lights, entertainment capital of the world, and Sin City. These are all names for Las Vegas, a town where glamour first met glitz, a friendship that has brought the world to an oasis in the desert. Las Vegas is also known as the marriage capital of the world, where those who cannot stand to be apart come to be together forever. Lovers come by the thousands to Las Vegas to have their dreams of a happy ever after begin with the words "I do." And when those words are said, where you say them becomes part of your past. Many have said these words at the Little Church of the West. Even celebrities like Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton, Cindy Crawford and Richard Gere have said these words here. And even though the Little Church sees celebrities and more than hundreds of newlyweds a week, it's the single couple at that moment of their vows that we're here for, and that big moment two people share is our only moment. And our image says that.
Because our cousins who are celebrating their 51st anniversary suggested this place. So that's why we got married here.
It's a freestanding replica of an Old West mining town church, one you would read about in one of your childhood books. With an exterior of cedar and an interior of California redwood, the chapel looks much the same today as when it was first built, almost as if it were frozen in time. Many people choose to get married here for that very reason. Since 1942, the Little Church of the West has been a huge part of Las Vegas, so much so that it's listed on the National Registry of Historical Places.
Las Vegas is known for its wedding chapels, and now one of those is a national landmark. The Little Church of the West is celebrating its 50th anniversary. Part of the celebration is placement on the National Historic Register. About 150 couples are married at the church every week.
Little Church of the West became a registered National Historical Place in 1992. It's the oldest structure on the Strip.
It has become the chapel that represents marriages of long-lasting commitments, ever since Vegas has been known for destination weddings. The Little Church of the West has been upholding its frontier heritage since back when the Las Vegas Business District was only 3 blocks on Fremont Street. But even though the church has humble beginnings, its reputation extends beyond Las Vegas locals.
Many times in my travels, I have met people that have been married here. And if they haven't been married here, they know someone that has been married here, or they've attended a wedding here.
The Little Church of the West is known worldwide. People from all corners of the world come to get married here. And when they return to their countries, they keep with them the memory of the church and cherish the vows they've made with each other. And when life has come to the point where more days are behind you than ahead, you can still visit the place you were married and renew your vows.
I'm proud that we've been married 35 years, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Love will last forever, and the Little Church of the West will remain here as long as love still lives, a constant reminder to Vegas and all of the world. And when your story is written, will you have a happy ending? The Little Church of the West is here to make sure we give lovers that first step to being together forever.
If you were planning to visit some of America's historic buildings, where would you go? Philadelphia? Definitely. Boston? They've got lots of historic sites there. But Las Vegas? Well, Las Vegas does have its own historic building. It isn't a casino or a hotel. It's a one-room wooden chapel, and Les Trent tells us more dreams come true there than in all other buildings on the Strip.
It's the Little Church of the West, the oldest structure on the famed Las Vegas Strip.
You make your shoe wife. Congratulate him.
Against all odds, this gambling town's noblest survivor is this one-room chapel, 50 years young, and site of an estimated 150,000 weddings. So how does a place with somber redwood walls and 19th century Victorian lamps endure in the midst of so much glitter?
The Little Church of the West will always have its niche. It's a historical place. It will always be here.
And as long as it is, Reverend Wes McPherson must be prepared for the sudden appearance of celebrities, such as Cindy Crawford and Richard Gere.
Their rings were made of those gum wrappers, and the aluminum foil. So we bless the aluminum foil gum wrappers, and they exchange those for rings.
But the meat and potatoes of this chapel is the everyday couple.